Good governance, by its very definition, it stands for a government willing to correct the mistakes done by its citizens, using a firm hand and decisive actions, no matter the square or the time period. Bad governance, on the other hand, stands for American governance. Trust me bro, I checked. That's why today we're playing as the Great Qing, and I also brought Better Politics Lite, which will give us the Better Politics voting system without the Better Politics lag system. I'm also using Laws Plus, otherwise the legislative choices are somewhat barren. Can we establish a harmonious society on the very edge of technological advancement, free from evil Western propagandists who will attempt to convince you that the 5-year-old Western robots are superior in every way? I'm sorry guys, but look at them, they're practically disabled if we compare them to their Chinese counterparts. Let's find out. We are ruled by our emperor, the Wogwong Aisin Gyoro, definitely one of the best the Wogwongs out there. Let us begin with the local police force, which will take influence from the landowners and give it to the petite bourgeoisie. This will definitely shake up the China stag, the opium wars. Oh no, we have to deal with the British, and we shall once we are ready. In the meantime, we're going to slap the opium trade with tariffs. Holy smokes, 21,000 buccarinos. I mean, tariffs are bad. Do not let your weak government slap tariffs. It will only raise the price of illegal Chinese narcotics, which will have to be paid by your average Chinese citizen. Of course, China has a powerful government which can take such economic damage, but your weak American government definitely cannot. So do not let them tariff China. And now we're going to have a special military operation in Burma. As you're all aware, they raised the price of illegal Chinese narcotics for your average Chinese citizen, which is highly unacceptable. Their evil Western backers cannot possibly stop us, even though we only have 5 attack and defense. Remember, the Chinese citizen is willing to lay down their lives for the government, no questions asked. And of course, as a strong government, I am willing to sacrifice as many as it takes. With this undeniable Chinese victory, we're going to celebrate by forming our very own power bloc. That's right, the good old Belt and Road Initiative, where every country participates willingly to construct a unified large market and make full use of both international and domestic markets through cultural exchange and integration to enhance mutual understanding and trust between member states, resulting in an innovative pattern of capital inflows, talent pools, and technological databases. The Belt and Road Initiative addresses an infrastructural gap and thus has a potential to accelerate economic growth across all member states, no matter if they're in Asia, Africa, Central, and Eastern Europe. Additionally, cultivating friendly business-to-business relations and work for common prosperity and win-win cooperation. Which brings us to our economic plan. If you want a big, strong China, all you have to do is build a boatload of construction sectors and let the massive Chinese private investment pool take care of the rest. We shall only build the occasional government buildings and high-speed rail, which China is famous for. You should definitely visit China to experience train at least once. Definitely worth it. Trust me bro, I checked. It's time for the emperor to sign a local police force. And now it's time for a comprehensive land reform. Oh boy, I don't actually think I have enough maneuvers to get the landowners on board. Jesus Christ, look at that investment pool. We definitely need more construction. Crap, everyone in the stag votes for tenant farmers, but just because the landowners refuse. Am I just stuck? Is this completely impossible? At this point, I'm just hoping we're going to get a strong capitalist class, which will challenge the landowners in the stag. Law failed. Crap. Well, we still don't have a whole lot of research, so I guess we can try homesteading. It does look equally impossible. Maybe we can get lucky with the events. Alright, so I hired a bunch of generals, which are not landowners. This definitely helped the voting. Oh no, the voting passed, but the Wogwong rejects the vote. Oh no, someone is trying to assassinate Emperor the Wogwong. Aim for the head. I mean, scandalous. And after much deliberation, we're going to form an alliance with the French. Someone has to recognize us as a great power. The armed forces are accusing the scholar officials of being the one plotting the assassination of the emperor. Yeah, that makes sense. Because just like all the women who never text me back, the scholar officials don't have penises. Do not ask me about women who text me back. I don't want to talk about it. Rejected again? The lack of balls on this man. I am boosting the peasant movement. Hopefully this will increase our political movement bonus. The government has also revealed its brand new investment package to aid the economy. Tactless cowards. It's time for us to modernize the army. Wait, the scholar officials were the ones responsible. Honestly, I was just being racist against people without penises. And it's also time for some foreign investment from France and Spain. Now it's definitely the perfect time to invest in China. And the emperor is ready to sign a professional army. Also, it seems that in his old age, he's beginning to crack. This leaves us no choice, we have to attack Vietnam. After all, we now have 6 attack and defense. Truly unstoppable. Woo! Oh my god, line infantry. Let's click the button and increase our military capability from 6 all the way to 10. Well, there you go guys, it's obvious. We have the greatest military on the planet. Everything else is Western propaganda from people without penises, if I'm not mistaken. And for the record, most of the time, I am not. We're also going to leverage our emperor's old age. Hopefully we get homesteading this time. Vietnam surrenders. We also completed the tutorial. Nice. And of course the Belt and Road grows. -8. Oh come on. We really need the stack to slow down their work so we can get more bonuses. Honestly, that explains why governments work so slowly. Alright then, tenant farmers. This time, it's possible. As long as the stag works fast enough before our emperor dies. Remember guys, Korea is not a real country and it never existed. It's merely Western propaganda designed to smear the great Chinese government. Listen, there might be some violence going on, but that's not important. What is important is that China has a sprawling private investment sector, which is welcoming foreign investments. You should definitely invest in China. Stop asking stupid questions and just enjoy, train, and other cool Chinese things. Finally, we can get rid of serfdom. And of course, nothing else happened. Trust me bro, I checked. We should also allow tourists to come to China and observe, train. They're crazy. What the dickens? The stupid Americans are attacking my Japan. I can't just sit here and watch. Come on Japan, give me a bunch of your land. They back down. A great Chinese victory. Oh my god, an affair between Yang Feiji and Mama. I'm sorry, Yang Feiji. We cannot possibly trust a man like you, who cannot recognize who has a penis and who does not. Mama also gets syphilis. Amazing. Oh my god, we have a brand new emperor, Yizu Aisin Gyoro, just like every other Chinese ruler. He is innovative, smart, handsome, and has an extremely massive penis. Trust me guys, I checked. And we're open for tourism. Honestly guys, one time I actually went to Paris. It was so disappointing. There wasn't a single train in the entire city. How could I be expected to get sexual with my girlfriend if I haven't seen a high-speed rail or another type of super advanced train? It's impossible. No wonder the Chinese are 1.5 billion. They have trains everywhere. We also need some protectionism to defend our local industry from evil Western dumping practices. They do it all the time. Trust me guys, I checked. Stupid Protestant bastards, they're starting to convert my population. I mean, I have a lot of population, so I don't care. This leaves us no choice. We have to take back Macau, which is rightful Chinese territory. The Dutch East Indies can't possibly stop us. I mean, the British are also, because we're far too powerful and they cannot withstand us, of course. Finally, one China, one policy or something. Alright, protectionism. Wait a minute, is this more tariffs or less tariffs? I mean, it doesn't matter because we managed to kick out the British out of our illegal Chinese narcotics market. In other words, we managed to win the opium wars by leveraging our private investment. It's a win in my book. The only bottleneck in our economy at this point is the number of convoys. We are getting a 20% bonus from transportation infrastructure too, but we still need more. Honestly, we are still importing a lot of things, but this will change. For now, we're going to focus on colonizing Africa, just like the Europeans. Also, we're going to have plenty of free bonuses for being racist, just like the Europeans. Finally, high-speed Chinese rail, exactly what every tourist wants to see. The people of the Congo will be so happy right before we enact racism. There you go, guys. China is completely capable of bullying smaller countries, just like the Europeans. There you go, guys. Free bonuses. And we still have 369 million people who are fully accepted. That's more than enough to last us till the end of the game. Remember, guys, immigration is for the weak. The petite bourgeoisie demands a gendarmerie. Why not? Someone has to protect us from all of these non-Han Chinese people. And our munitions factories are online, which means it's time for us to attack Russia and finally be accepted as a great power by the rest of the world. France has also joined us as an observer state. They're not actually gonna help or anything. Trust me, guys, China doesn't need help. China is the help. Finally, a Ministry of Internal Affairs, which will maintain peace, stability and harmony in our society, as China is single-handedly destroying Russia. It's just China, guys. Also, we are now having a robust industrialist society, which means we're going to replace local police force for a national police force, which will take influence from the petite bourgeoisie and give it to the industrialists. There you go, guys. China has the most powerful military on the planet. No one can possibly stop us. Your government is merely wasting your taxpayer money in a highly corrupt and impotent military-industrial complex, instead of using those money for something more fun, like free healthcare. Honestly, if I was an American right now, I would go out and advocate for the dismantlement of the American military and allowing China to station military bases all over America. It's the only way to enjoy free healthcare. Trust me, guys, I checked. Surprise attack from behind? Wait a minute, why am I fighting the American proletarian revolt? I don't even own Alaska yet. With this undeniable Chinese victory, I hope you guys are convinced you have no chance to win. When China comes knocking at your door, just surrender. It's your best option. Hey, wait a minute, the Americans took my Alaska. Stupid Abraham Lincoln. Please, can someone correct this mistake? Also, this didn't recognize us as a great power. Oh, come on, guys. China is perfectly capable of bullying smaller countries, exploiting minorities, perform aggressive military expansionism, and all other cool European things. It's not fair. With the police reforms out of the way, it's time for us to teach the Chinese people reading by performing military drills and learn how to sacrifice themselves for the government. It's the most efficient way to teach people reading. Trust me, guys, I checked. Okay, so we're just owning a piece of Alaska now, for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there, but I'll take it. Stinking Protestant bastards! Alright, guys, I know there's a lot of international attention on China right now, but there's nothing important going on. Everything is perfectly normal. Invest in China, and if you have the free time, come and take a look at the trains. So many trains. Woo! Do not trust rumors or conspiracy theories who do not confirm the point of view of the Chinese government. Remember, guys, mass shootings in Chinese schools are part of the curriculum. Oh my god, we have to save France from the Germans. It's the morally right thing to do. Unfortunately, France will not agree to give us half of their resources, so I guess we have to accept French Guyana as payment. Well, there goes my dynamite market, but that's fine. We can make all the dynamite in Chinese Guyana. I'm sorry, guys, I don't think there'll be a Germany this game. However, there will be Belt and Road in Europe. Come on, France, give me a hand. I helped you with the Germans, didn't I? Oh, come on. What is this international coalition to stop Chinese peaceful expansion? I'm sorry, guys. You know me. I would never spread conspiracy theories and things like that. But what am I supposed to think? If I was an American, seeing this, I would be radicalized against my government. Radicalized, I tell you. If my government was spending my taxpayer money blocking China instead of lowering egg prices, how can I not be radicalized? It's all just a giant waste. It is impossible to stop China. And it's all done so they can steal money from you and give them to US aid and George Soros. You guys know what I mean, right? It's ridiculous. Radicalize. Radicalize, I tell you. Oh my god, what the hell is this? Stupid Italians. That's not a boat. It's made out of steel. Everyone knows boats are made out of wood. Alright, listen up guys. We can't let people like George Soros dictate the policies of our country, and this guy is some weird autocrat or something. So instead, we're going to have wealth voting. So people like George Soros don't have a say in what's happening in our society. It's the right thing to do. Trust me guys. I checked. Also, I want to address the misinformation about Dainam. It's not a country per se. It's just the southeast part of China, and it's always been a part of China. That's why they call it the South China Sea, you know, and not the South Dainam Sea. You know what I mean? Oh no, my ally Spain needs help. Remember guys, China always honors its obligations. Free to charge. What? I'm not running a charity. What the dickens? The British demand rightful Chinese territory. Well, why don't you come and get it? Listen up guys, all we have to do in order to win against the British is build more convoys than they can sink. I mean, I can build a navy and challenge their navy, but that will take time. And the Spanish won. Our help was key. Legislative failure. Why? I have 3 setbacks and everything. Alright, that doesn't matter. Because we managed to achieve such economic growth that increasing the income tax will give us more money. Now that's the development I'm talking about. And we managed to occupy the West Indies. All we have to do is occupy the British Raj and we win. You know, for the #1 guy, I'm not impressed. This actually proves it. This whole great power thing is just Western propaganda designed to exclude China. What more evidence do you want? It's time to raise the taxes. Ka-ching! And we also need colonial exploitation. Are we a great power or what? Jesus Christ, we need even more construction sectors. We just can't keep up. Well, there goes India. What a great opportunity for us to expand the Belt and Road in Cochin. Let's not kid ourselves. I love Cochin, especially after I see train. Finally, realism. Jesus Christ, it's 1883. Honestly, I do like fantasism, but whatever. Hey, wait a minute. Germany too? Electric Boogaloo? Not on my watch. But we're going to get the French Gabon. The Belt and Road grows. Good job, boys. Now off to Europe. Jesus Christ, what are these Germans made of? It's alright guys, reinforcements are on the way. Hey, what just happened? I mean, we settled our differences peacefully. Of course, China always settles its disputes peacefully. You guys know that, right? Alright, it's colonializing time. That's right, we're going to expand in Gabon and Hokkaido. Alright guys, you know me. I love equality. That's why we're going to have landed voting. So everyone who owns land can vote equally. Also, I think the Germans won. That's fine. You know what isn't fine? That for the last 20 years, the Ottomans are on our doorstep and I'm just sitting here waiting for them to collapse. Instead, they go like, no, we're an atheist state now. Honestly, makes sense. But they're embargoing us. I can't stand for these evil imperialists sanctioning China. That's unacceptable. Alright guys, I know what you're thinking. Egg prices. Of course, what else would you think about? To quote the wise words of Trucker Carlson, I'm not making any of this stuff up. Wise words like these always keep me radicalized. Also, we're winning the war, but I can't share any more details. It's classified. Spain capitulates. Haha, stupid Spain. Finally, landed voting. Everyone's favorite voting system. Who would win? The people with land or the people without land? Who knows? Also, we now have a suffrage institution, which is great if it wasn't losing me a bazillion bucks. Great Britain capitulates. Haha, all we have to do now is rebuild our convoys, fix our bureaucracy, avoid the inevitable bankruptcy spiral, sacrifice hundreds of thousands of Chinese people to the bloody gate, which won't be a challenge to the mighty Chinese government. Obviously, the Constitutional Association won the elections. Also, there are no elections. I just have to call them manually. But I believe we can have a proper, almost not rigged, election system. Everyone's favorite. Surprise diplomatic assistance from Austria. Honestly, I wasn't expecting Austrian aggressive military expansionism this episode. Also, Poland. Jesus Christ, they have quite the army. Hey, wait a minute. Tuscany ate my Italian client state, whatever the name was. Scandalous. Alright, it's time for wait a minute. Our emperor is honorable, which gives him 10 more points towards accepting the law. This means not only that we're going to have have almost not rigged elections, but we can finally get homesteading. Oh my god, this is the best emperor I've ever seen in my entire life. That's it, a parliamentary republic. Our alcoholic emperor will accept, no questions asked. Here come the new elections. Oh my god, the Empire Reform Association. Shut up the polls. I mean, this is somewhat of a disgusting government, but it works. Just like Poland. I can't believe it. They actually survived. The fall of the Qing dynasty. Oh my god, we actually did it. Finally, we have China. I mean, we do have a bit of a revolution going on, but that's fine. We're going to vote to bring back the monarchy. In the meantime, we're going to be ruled by our brand new chancellor, Liu Hu. I'm not sure the China stag will make Liu emperor, but who knows? Oh come on, what is this reactionary movement? I'm giving you what you want. The Socialist Party is here to save the day by enacting regulatory bodies. Finally, some good news. Alright, we're going to have a corporate state. Hopefully this will avoid a civil war until we win the Ottoman War, which is still happening by the way. Finally victorious. Persia joined the Belt and Road. Iraq, Bulgaria and Egypt are free. Hey, wait a minute. France is recognizing us as a great power. Finally, the recognition China deserves. Thank you guys. You have no idea how many people I've murdered to get here. Unfortunately, the China stag is a little bit dysfunctional at the moment. Do you guys remember when I said I murdered millions to get here? Yeah, I don't think we're done just yet. Oh, there you go. I told you. See? It's the Americans. I knew it. And you all thought I was crazy. Well, I guess I just have to kill millions of Chinese people. What the hell? I thought the China stack wasn't working because of the whole murdering millions bit. Oh, I get it. The religious people and the military went to the China stag. They saw it was completely empty and thought, well, better vote. Well played, President Songotu Kangan. Alright, that's it. China needs a strong government which can handle crises like these. Remember guys, I am the China stag. Also, we're completely demolishing the opposition. Haha, stupid Americans. Nothing can stop China. Not even China. Listen up guys, we need true leadership that can lead the country no matter what. That's right. It's time for a brand new president, Pan Tsui. While we still have the China stag, we should definitely industrialize. Look at those reforms go. And of course, we need a proper healthcare system. If we don't dab on the Americans, can we really call ourselves Chinese? Oh, what's this? France needs help to defeat Ashanti. They helped us against the Americans. It's the least I can do. Ah, they roped me into fighting the Germans again. Should have seen that one coming. Haha, free healthcare. I mean, it's not free. People will have to pay for it by being drafted in the military. Also, our economy is back online and we are exporting everything except for fish. Now that's the Chinese market I killed millions to achieve. Definitely worth it. We managed to reach a peaceful agreement with the Germans. Also, nothing else is happening at all. Hey, wait a minute. I can give the Afghanistanian uprising British land for some reason. Hilarious. I mean, I'm still gonna kill them, but it's a peacekeeping mission, so it doesn't count as murder. And now there is regular Afghanistan. I really hope the Americans don't see them. Oh my god, Russia is performing aggressive military expansionism against Austria. Clearly, I cannot let such opportunity go to waste. I mean, to lower egg prices, of course. Jesus Christ, talk about a slight advantage. Finally, mass conscription. I mean, we don't need 3,000 conscripts, but you should definitely fear Chinese military power. Also, having Persia on our side makes everything way easier. Finally, we can have a big, thick, hey, where's my China? Really, game? This is where you're gonna slap the China? Well, this sucks. We are finally ready to destroy the evil United States. No longer shall they raise egg prices for no reason. They back down. That's just unsportsmanlike. I have no choice. I have to liberate Canada. Finally, a world war for liberation. Alright guys, you know me. I was going to completely occupy Canada and the United States and say something clever about eggs. Unfortunately, Denmark occupied the British capital. Just Denmark. All we have to do now is just pour into Britain, wait, and win! Okay, well not exactly, because the British have only one war goal, which is a very cowardly thing to do, but they've done it. Haha! Eggs! Obviously, this victory definitely goes to Denmark. You just don't mess with Denmark, they'll mess you up. They don't care. Oh come on France, can you not attack the Germans for 5 minutes? Also, China number one, China number one. And of course we have a big green Canada. There's just one little thing, Canada. I didn't hear you say thank you yet. I'm sure that's fine. Haha, it's Canada. You can always walk over them, because they suck. Unlike the mighty Chinese government, who managed to achieve peak political reforms. Remember guys, after the ice caps melt, Canada and Greenland will become a vital trade route. Which means the United States didn't withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement because they don't believe in climate change, but because they want to speed up their war justification. Honestly, sounds like something I would do. Until next time.